Hello, it's Auntie Julie, and today we're going to read Something Good, a story by Robert Munsch. Hope you're sitting or laying down comfortably as we begin. To Tia, Andrew, Julie, and Anne Munsch in Guelph, Ontario. Tia went shopping with her father and her brother and her sister. She pushed the cart up the aisle and down the aisle, up the aisle and down the aisle, up the aisle and down the aisle. Tia said, "Sometimes my father doesn't buy good food. He gets bread, eggs, milk, cheese, spinach, nothing any good. He doesn't buy ice cream, cookies, chocolate bars, or a ginger ale." So Tia very quietly snuck away from her father and got a cart of her own. She pushed it over to the ice cream, then put 100 boxes of ice cream into her cart. Tia pushed the cart up behind her father and said, "Daddy, look!" Her father turned around and yelled, "Yikes!" Tia said, "Daddy, good food!" "Oh no," said her father. "This is a sugary junk. It will rot your teeth. It will lower your IQ. Put it all back." Oh my goodness, look at all that ice cream. So Tia put back the 100 boxes of ice cream. She meant to go right back to her father, but on the way she had to pass the candy. She put 300 chocolate bars into her cart. Tia pushed that cart up behind her father and said, "Daddy, look!" Her father turned around and said, "Yikes!" Tia said, "Daddy, good food." Oh my goodness. "Oh no," said her father. "That is sugary junk. Put that all back." So Tia put back all the chocolate bars. Then her father said, "Okay, Tia, I've had it. You stand here and don't move." Tia knew she was in big trouble, so she stood there and didn't move. Some friends came by and said, "Hello." Tia didn't move. A man ran over her toe with his cart. Tia still didn't move. A lady who worked at the store came by and looked at Tia. She looked her over from the top down, and she looked her over from the bottom up. She knocked Tia on the head, and Tia still didn't move. The lady said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen." It looked almost real. She put a price tag on Tia's nose that said $29.95. Then she picked Tia up and put her on the shelf with all the other dolls. A man came along and looked at Tia. He said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen. I'm going to get that doll for my son." He picked up Tia by the hair. Tia yelled very loudly, "Stop!" Then the man screamed, "Hey-ah! It's alive!" Then he ran down the aisle, knocking over a pile of 500 apples. A lady came along and looked at Tia. She said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen. I will buy this doll for my daughter." She picked up Tia by the ear. Tia yelled as loudly as she could, "Stop!" The lady screamed, "Ah! It's alive!" And then she ran down the aisle, knocking over a pile of 500 oranges. Then Tia's father came along, looked at his daughter. He said, "Tia, Tia, Tia, where are you? Tia! What are you doing on that shelf?" Tia said, "It's all your fault. You told me not to move and people are trying to buy me." "Oh, come on now," said her father. "I won't let anyone buy you." He gave Tia a big kiss and big hug, and then they went to pay for all the food. The man at the cash register looked at Tia and said, "Hey, mister, you can't take that kid out of the store. You have to pay for her. It says so right on her nose, $29.95. "Wait," said the father. "This is my own kid. I don't have to pay for my own kid." The man said, "If it has a price tag, you have to pay for it." "I won't pay," said the father. "You've got to," said the man. The father said, "No." The man said, "Yes." The father said, "No." The man said, "Yes." The father and Andrew and Julia all yelled, "No!" Then Tia quietly said, "Daddy, don't you think I'm worth $29.95? Well, of course you're worth $29.95, said the father. He reached into his wallet, got out the money, paid the man, and took the price tag off Tia's nose. Tia gave her father a big kiss, mwah, and a big hug, and then she said, "Daddy, you finally bought something good after all." Then her father picked up Tia and gave her a big long hug and didn't say anything at all. And that is the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed it.